I'll be talking to you about career discussion, and we will look at ways you can enhance your careers and how you can get better job, got promoted. Is that clear? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
very well, sir. We can hear you, sir.
So my focus is that at the end of this session, each of the participants will be able to go with tangible skills, knowledge, and some attitude to enhance their career. And basically, for those ones that want to change their job, they will be able to do that, because I'm going to give you a lot of tips on how to move your career forward and progress at work. You are at entry level now, or you're at mid level, you want to get to the potential of your career. So we are going to do that. So I would like to share this slide with us as we move on. We'll be on the career enhancement program. So I'll be talking about career development and progression. First of all, we are going to look at the items listed here, A, B, C to F. So I'll be beginning with career discussion. What is career planning? Career planning is process of determining best career paths and strategies to achieving your career goals. So do you have strategies in place to achieve your career goals? So career planning is so important that it helps you to hit your career goal. Now, successful career depending on good planning. A successful career does not happen by accident. It must be carefully planned. So if you are going to microfinance career or managerial career, you need to plan onset from school. Some people start planning their career after school. I hope everybody can hear me. Okay, thank you. I'm going on. So let's look at career management. You need a lifelong process of managing your career from entry to positioning of at mid-career life to the point which you will be exiting the organization. So career management is lifelong process designed to achieve long-term career goals. So this is done by you or it is done by your organization. But most of the time, some company or some institutions, they may not have enough to plan your career for you. So you need to own your career. So you design a system that will put you and move your career further. All right. According to researchgate.net, it defines career management as planned process initiated and carried by individual and assistance of others. So if you are the only one managing your career, it is by you. Then if you have your company, your manager, your HR department doing that, is by you. So what does career management entail? What does your career management entail? These are the things I listed on the slide here. Your education. For example, your education affects everything you do. Like Mr. Henry was talking about how to prepare cash flow, balance sheet. If you have studied accounting, that will be very easy for you. So when you are choosing career, you need to consider the education you have studied or you need to study. Then further training, like the training we are doing now, it enhances your skills and productivity at work. So you have to consider the training you need to acquire. For example, as an accountant, for you to get to the top level, you need ICANN. If you're an HR, you need CIPMN or all those foreign certification. Then work experience. How do you get work? We're going to discuss that intensively today. How do you get work or change your job to another job? So in your career management planning, you need to consider how you get work experience. Is it through internship? Is it through entry-level job? Is it through volunteer, and so on and so forth? That will lead to your promotion. Of course, you aspire to become a manager, a director one day. So all this we have been doing from the first stage to this point, we contribute to your promotion. Then talk about leadership. What level do you want to attain in your professional career? Do you want to become CEO? Do you want to become registrar of a professional body? Do you want to become bank manager, group manager, as the case may be? Then, of course, your retirement. You know one thing, a lot of us plan about getting a job, getting good education. We never plan for retirement. And this all encompasses in your career. So if you don't have good plan for retirement, After you have worked, you have labored, and you are now 65, 70. What is the payback for your sweat, for your hard labor? So you need to plan about your retirement. But fortunately for us, most companies, they have RSA pension for you. But that is not enough. But that's not what I'm discussing today. But part of your career management planning is your retirement. Now, I have a simple scenario here, and I want everybody to contribute. James Johnson, a recent graduate of University of Lagos, I just completed his national service, NYSC. So what do you think will be his next move?
Let's contribute, please.
You can just contribute.
Yeah.
Seek for a
Get
job
Pardon?
or further in studies.
So get
Or
a
further
job.
studies,
Yes, they can seek
and
for a job further in studies or go for further studies, be professional or normal academic.
okay, all those answers are correct. Pardon?
You can actually
Okay.
look for an internship.
In order to gather income to further his career project.
Okay.
Good, that's good. Those answers are correct. Those are that is exactly what we mean by career management. The next step we do, I have some answers for us. Let's look at it. Just next move could be looking for his first job, right? As some of you have mentioned, pursue a higher degree or professional studies. 3, it could be to start up a new business. Or 4, you might try to combine the 3 above. But most new graduates, what they do is look for a job. All right? So in your career, so how do you get a job? Some people have finished school for 3-4 years after service, they haven't gotten a job. Some pick up teaching job because it seems to be the easiest thing to do. And some other people want commercial banks, mortgage bank, development bank, even IMF. Nigerians are working IMF and the World Bank, isn't it? So the next thing you should do after schooling is, pardon?
You didn't mention microfinance, sir.
What do you say, Mr. Eddie?
You did not mention.
What do you say?
You did not mention microfinance.
No, I'm talking about bank. I say microfinance,
Okay.
First World Bank, commercial bank, and all those things. So, but some people, where they could not, just like the last speaker said, that and some of them could not get a job. That's why they moved into microfinance. That was like 15 years ago. But now, it's the main thing for you, because I believe MSME is the future of the economic prosperity and poverty reduction. That's my belief. And those are the things I'll be teaching people. MSME is the way to go. Okay, so looking for a job. So getting his first job, what does he need to do? Of course, you just need to prepare an ultimate CV, a perfect CV. So how much of work can prepare a perfect CV? Perfect CV that will help you interview immediately. Or let me ask, how long did you wait before you get your first job after studies? After NYSC, how many years you waited?
Let's answer. If you are lucky enough, let's know. If it took you some time, let's know.
After
Yes,
my
Jim.
master's, it took me 3-4 years.
So what are the problems? Why did it take you so much?
Well, I was searching, I couldn't get.
Wow.
Possibly, you did not know where you could get hidden jobs. Every day, there are hidden jobs being posted, but you will not see them. But I will show you some of the ways to get those hidden jobs as we go. So one of the reasons why many people don't get invited is poor CV, right? If your CV cannot get my attention for 30 seconds, it goes to my trash bin, or I delete it on my system, because no recruiters spend more than 45 seconds to make up decision about your suitability for the job. So I'm going to teach you top quarter approach to your CV as we go on. Then the next thing the agency will do is to write a cover letter. And when you are writing a cover letter, it must be interesting, captivating, convincing, and must look exactly like the person they are looking for. So when writing cover letter, you match the job descriptions you match your cover letter to the job descriptions rather. Do you understand? So the next thing If we also do is to network with friends and associates. Please, networking is one of the top secrets to get hidden jobs. Do you understand? Your school colleagues, friends, associates, connected people, they can give you hints. In fact, most of the job I've done in the past have been through networking. You network with people that matters, connected people. Then you will also need to attend job interview, and also you must improve his soft skills. A lot of graduates today, they don't have good soft skills, or they have inadequate soft skills. And recently, research has shown that 75% of success at workplace is through soft skills, and 25% is by hard skills. We're going to look briefly about that as we move on. So that's just about scenario. So you will have to do that. So among these, some of us did good CV, but when you get to the cover letter, some people did well, but when they got to the interview, they couldn't make up the second interview. And that's a big challenge. Do you understand? Like somebody I mentored last week, I've prepared her for the interview, an accounting officer. Are you with me? So she went for the interview. On getting to the place, one of the interview, I just collected her paper. I said, "What is this one? Please give it to her, give it to her." And the lady was demoralized. And later, they asked her to come in. But she told me the story. So when she came in, she said, "Can you introduce yourself?" She just mentioned her name. I kept quiet. And they said, "Is that all?" He said, "That's all." So in her mind was, after you have molested me, you have embarrassed me, you want me to tell you more about myself. I said, I told her that could be part of the interview. They want to check your temperament. They want to test your emotional intelligence. So, but when we go further, we look at that under interview etiquette. So we are still on career session. So if he wants to pursue a higher degree, what does he need to do? He needs to research schools and fee, of course, and seek for scholarship or how to raise funds, whether he still have a parent that can sponsor an uncle, or he has some saving he has made while in school. Then they determine where to study. Is he going to study in Unilag? Is he in Abuja? Is he going to abroad? So all these things must be considered. And of course, while you are researching school, he is researching school with the best training for the course, because schools are good. You understand? When I say Unilag is good, but when you're talking about some other courses like law, a lot of people believe that LASU law is better and Abuja law is better than Unilag. So you have to look at the school where you can get the best, because you are doing masters and you are meant to be a master on the subject. Do you understand? Because in the past, the law graduates at law school from Uni Abuja, from LASU, they have been doing well. Some of them get first class from law school. So you have to research and know the institution that will give you what you want. Then this area, start up a small business. This area is what many, okay?
I'm just reading a comment from SLA Christian here, and I think it's something that I too have noticed over time. He said, I think the idea of CV standard fluctuates with time. I think what he's trying to say is CV, it doesn't have a particular standard, though we are having some new format, ATS and the rest of it. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Let me plug this.
Okay.
You are talking about CV type.
Yeah, CV standard fluctuating with time. So why?
The point is, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. I think the thing is,
I'm listening.
Why don't we just have one format, probably to be used by every organization? Because if you are formatting your CV now, you get to the other organization and it's telling you that why all this? Why is there date of birth here? Why some? The first thing they'll be asking is, why is your date of birth not there? I've seen some CV that don't have address. Why it's so key for some people, if there's no address there, they just throw it one side. So there's so much fluctuation.
Okay, basically, when you're preparing a CV, you need to get the structure of your CV right. Now, We start with personal details, right? On your personal details, you put your name, then put your address, email address, telephone. Now, the issue of home address, we are looking at it from environment we operate now. I will not advise you to put your home address. If you put Oba, Ikeja, Lagos, do you understand? Or you just put Obalende, Etiosa, Lagos. I know you live in Lagos because most of the recruiters, they don't want to hire somebody from outside the state because of relocation cost and other things. So you just put that. Then the issue of date of birth, gender, religion, marital status, it depends. Most US companies, they don't want to see that. Even most UK companies, even some Nigeria companies. But when you are applying to government parastatals, because of the federal rules, you need to put local government, state, because they will tell you this slot is for Ondo State, this slot is for Anambra State. Do you understand? But basically, when you are dealing with private sectors, leave that area out.
Okay.
Are you saying something, Mr. Harry?
No, I'm learning.
Are you saying something?
No, I'm learning.
Okay, so on the issue of personal details when it comes to sex, of course, sex, you can put male or female. Date of birth is not necessary unless the employer or the recruiter gave you the format you should follow. Like, do it this way, then you put those things. But if you are applying to state government work, federal government work, you need to put your state of origin, local government, and state that you are in Nigeria, because those employments are based on federal character or catchment area, as the case may be. Do you understand? I have some people just call me. Do you know a nurse from Ondo State? A friend called me in judiciary that they have a slot for Ondo State. The nursing position is for Ondo State, and they can't do anything about it. It must be from Ondo. So if you don't put your state there, they will throw the CV away. But for a private individual, I don't really need. Now, the issue is about age. They want to job that need somebody that is younger. They need 25, 26, even 23. We use that not because we want to discriminate. We need somebody that has physical strength. Somebody that will not have time. My husband is waiting for me. I need to go and pick my children in school. So we believe those age. You are laughing. We believe those age are still not married, so they can earn. Banking, especially, that's what my problem lies. They can even ask for 19 years if it's possible. Because, no, if you are going for marketing as a young girl, you face some ethical challenges. So when you are not married, you are a freelance. Let me use that in quotes.
Exactly.
They can ask you to come and collect check in room 204, Sheraton. As a married person, you know what it means. You don't want to break your marriage vow. So they look for younger people. So age is needed on your CV.
Exactly.
And you know that if you lie on your CV, once I see your primary school, I know I can calculate backward, in reverse order, and get your age. Unless I'm bent to hire you. So we don't actually have particular, but personal. First of all, you start with your personal details. Then you go to career summary or career objective. Then you can list your skills and competency. If you don't have work experience, you know, we have CV type, we have skill-based CV, and we have experience-based CV. So if you don't have experience, you highlight your skills. Like you can do Java, web design. So though you may not have experience, workplace experience, but those are the things you have learned, either at Aptech or NRT, that you can do. So that can be taken in lieu of your work experience, except the job is a managerial job. Because just like what the former speaker said, you need experience. I cannot hire a driver without driving accident.
Exactly.
If I have not had an accident 2-3 times, I interviewed one guy like 3 years ago. He has been driving for 7 years. He never had accident experience. I said, you do mean that somebody has not hit you, or you have not hit some? Say never. So you're a perfect driver. I said no. You will use our vehicle to start accidents. That's the truth. So when you list your personal details, career summary or career objectives, your skills and competencies, list your education. Please, we are going to the knowledge economy. A time will come, your degree will mean nothing. It is not about what your degree says, it's about what you can do. All right? Hello?
I'm with you.
It is about what you can do. I did a project 2018 with World Bank in Abuja here. And I just submitted my CV. They invited me for the interview. I did everything. But for like 6 months, I finished the project. They never asked for the photocopy of my credentials. And I did everything we left in Asokoro. That was it. We did it with the World Bank. It was an intervention by World Bank. So we are coming to the stage of, no, you are a graduate, I know. Okay, these are the things I want you to do. Do it, let me see. This is the portfolio. And you did it. Start the job. I don't need your paper. So you did, after you list your education, then you now put your work experience. Please and please, don't just put job description. State your key workplace achievement, the landmark you have made, achievement you have at the work. You have done something tremendous. You have worked on a project, billionaire project, and led to success, timely, per cost, and quality. State that, not just to do, to prepare, to coordinate. No, that will not make your CV to standard. You need to itemize your key achievement at workplace. So after you list that, then you can put your hobbies stroke interest, which is also there. Referee, leave your referee out unless it is stated that you should put your referee. And when you are putting your referee, please don't put your project supervisor that cannot remember you. You have to put Dr. Amadu. When they contact him, he cannot remember you. He cannot pick your face again. Hello? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you are putting referee on your CV that you are expected to put referee, at least you need to put like 3. Put your previous professor, teacher, put one clergy person, then put your professional mentor. And as soon as your application is receiving attention, please call them, sir. So UAC called me for interview. They might likely contact you. Remember my name. My name is Joseph Emmanuel. I'm the one you supervise so time. If when you put your project supervisor, because within that period they might contact him. And I can say, okay. I could remember I was a guarantor for my friend's wife in GTB, okay, FCMB, and they called me. And the name they called for me was a middle name, and I don't know a middle name. And I said, okay. I said, who is okay? They said, okay, don't worry, sir. He just cut it. Can you imagine? Eventually, she didn't take up the job. She traveled to US. So let's remind our referee. So that's about CV.
Hello, sir.
Can we go on? Yes, sir.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Job Amir Leme said, why is age a problem for older job seeker?
Age is not a problem for older job seekers. Age for older job seeker, experience matters. Now, for older job seekers looking for entry-level job, no, you got it wrong. Right? Your manager is 30 years old. You are coming with 43 years, 45 years of age. They may feel that you may not want to succumb or respect him, or he may not be able to control you. So that's a problem. But if you are 45 years, I believe you have some experience. So what you need to do is to narrow your application to job that match you. Because if you are 45 years old, I believe you have more than 15 years experience or 10 years experience. So you look for a managerial job. So age will be an advantage. Am I getting it clear?
Very well, sir.
Are we getting it?
Yes.
So if you are 45 years, you are not older. Now, you do yourself well by having a master's or an MBA or a professional qualification. That means you have managerial skills. Then you look for a managerial job, admin manager. So age will be an advantage. But when you are looking for an entry-level job, definitely age will be disadvantage for you. And definitely nobody wants to control his father or his uncle. Do you understand? So that's the problem. It's not as if age is a disadvantage. Don't look for mid-level managerial job or a top level managerial job, and it may be a small company. You understand? If you start with people don't understand something. You stand the chance of having knowledge faster when you start with a small company than when you start with a big company. Imagine you are working with Julius Berger as an accountant. You only handle stock. You cannot be handling all the accounts. Somebody will be handling credit control. Okay, you understand? You are working with a microfinance institution. You understand? The jobs are divided, but if you are working with a small business, you are the accountant. Credit control is in your charge, stock is in your charge, cash management is in your charge, banking is reconciliation. So you have wider experience, and that can catapult you to go to a bigger company because you have broader scope of accounting function or microfinance function if you start that way. So for an elderly person, please go ahead, look for managerial job to move on. I think have I answered you correctly?
Yes, it's okay. It's clear enough, sir. We can move on.
Okay. What about other participants? Okay, thank you. So start up a small business. When you stay more than 6 months after your national service, NYSC, then I consider you unemployed. That does not mean you are not employable. Unemployed. So look for a small business to do. Do multi-level marketing. Sell something online. Teach private home tutors. So if you can't get a job, you are not pursuing a master's degree, start a small business to do. You can sell data online. You can do many things. So you may consider doing a small business by acquiring skills. Do you understand? Then if you are an Igbo person, then you are lucky. Business is your inheritance. So you just go into it and do it, because not everybody should go to labor market. No. But sometimes we don't realize that on time. Do you understand? So that is then you might try to combine the three above, but this is a big task, but it is doable. You can do it. It is possible, it is doable. So I move on.
All right.
On our career, I won't spend so much, I will just cut it. When you are setting career goal, you need to set long-term career goals. But failure to set career goals is a big problem. If you don't set career goal, then you are failed, because failure to plan is planning to fail. So you set long-term career goal, but of course you need to set short-term career goals, medium-term career goals, and of course, which will lead to your long-term career goal. More importantly, you need to set smart career goal. I will make some emphasis. When I say smart, I mean specific. You must be clear about your career path. I'm going to microfinance. I want to specialize in marketing. I want to be a credit control guru. I want to undo financial statement. I want to do an audit. It's good you get clear from set goal. So you set specific. Then you set measurable goal, career goals. Now, when it is measurable, at what point do you become chief credit controller? At what point do you become branch manager? At what point do you become regional manager? Then what do you need to become regional manager? You need a microfinance certification. You need CIBN, or your own could be ICANN, your own could be ACCA. But what are the stages? Okay, after 5 years, you are still where you are. After 10 years, you are still where. No, it doesn't make sense. I told a friend last time, I said, if you're a bricklayer, after 15 years, you're still a bricklayer, you are not progressing. You should be a contractor, having boys working under you. Is that clear? Mr. Harry, are you with me? Are we all with me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so you must have measurable. At what point do you get to a certain level? There's no problem about it. You have career ambition. You can't keep on to become customer service officer. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Though that happens a lot in banking, especially when you're a contract staff. They can keep you in one place. I met a guy in Kaduna when I was in Kaduna. Has been a bank teller for 10 years. Bros, it's too much. Bank teller for 10 years.
Yes.
He has been in the bank room for 10 years and has been on the same salary because he's a contract staff. So set achievable goals. The one you have resources to achieve. You have the time, you have the energy. Some people, their head cannot carry microfinance certification course. Their head cannot carry master's program. No. Human has limits. So don't aspire for what you cannot get. You cannot burn candle. You cannot read at night. You don't like calculation. I want to become credit control manager. You want to become internal auditor. No. Achievable one. The one you might, okay, you want to become the general marketing manager and you like to market. So go into that. It's achievable. Then realistic are technically possible, commercially possible. You have money to finance the career. And lastly, on that SMART goals, you have your career at time bound. In 5 years, I want to be here. In 10 years, I want to be here. No, you may start your career in microfinance, but in 15 years, you want to be a consultant. You don't want to be working in the bank. You want to be consulting to banks, or you want to be consulting in financial environment, or you want to have your own. So time bound, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, what do you want to be? So that's about setting SMART career goal. All right? You want to say something, Mr. Harry? You want to say something?
No, sir, I'm affirming what you are saying. I'm reading it through. I'm learning too. So it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so what are the key to career success? Key to career success. One, know yourself. Self-awareness. Know what you can do and what you cannot do. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your ability, your priorities, your values, and your character, and your personality. Do you understand? When you're choosing career, you are the type that you can't work for long hours because you are not a type A player. No, we have different personality. We have type A, we have type B, we have type C. Type A people are us race. Type B people are snail race. Type C people are Iroko tree. They don't move. If you give them beyond certain level, they break. So, somebody says something? Hello?
Any question, anybody?
Somebody says something in the background.
Do we have any opinion? Okay, you can go on, sir. You can go on.
Okay, let's go. So, know yourself, do career exploration, look at the learning opportunities available to you, then have career strategies. So I've broken it down. Know yourself. How do you know yourself? Do self-assessment. It is important you do self-assessment. You might assess yourself or have your trusted friend to assess you. The feedback you get from your friends will help you a lot. One, know yourself. Knowing yourself involves conducting self-assessment to determine your interest. What are the things you have interest in? Science, sport, teaching, IT, finance. All right? 2, values. What are your values? Honesty, obedience. If you are an honest person, you can't be a policeman. Because sometimes you need to lie to your accused. Sometimes you need to do some things which are according to the code of conduct or rule of engagement. You can't be, so what are you, honesty, the skills that you have, the current skills that you have, or the skill you need to have, like accounting skill, recruitment skill, coding skill, microfinance skill, credit control, stock taking, or account preparation. Then what are your abilities? For example, you have verbal reasoning. You are good at using words. You can talk. When you can talk very well, that's your skills, or you have physical strength. When you have physical strength, you can do job that will take up your energy. Do you understand? You can work long hours, or you can manage pressure. Then your personality. Are you an introvert, extrovert, a stubborn person? I remember one man told me, he said when he was in secondary school, being a stubborn boy, he just sent him to NDA. And when you see it, most of the people that go for military, they're actually stubborn. Right? So because you can do it, so they send you there. Then, yes, yeah. What is your lifetime preference? Please, if you like staying with your family, choose teaching. By 2 o'clock, you will close. Don't come to microfinance. If you're already there, you need to adjust. Because you will close late. And sometimes you work on Saturdays. You have to go for seminar, come and do reconciliation, do this. So go into teaching. You close by 2, you be with your wife and children, or you be with your children. That's why most men want their wives to be teachers. So that by 2 o'clock, the woman should turn home, take up the children, or to be selling close to the house. So you need to look at your lifestyle preference. So these are the things about you. This you helps you to determine your career path. Then I said, career exploration. Before you go into any career, please do research about the industry. But I can tell you, if you're in microfinance industry, you have unlimited opportunity, because the industry is just growing and growing. And I know one day we have minister of MSME, as they have in China.
Yes, sir.
Just minister of micro and small scale enterprise and microfinance. Just like we have minister of communication and digital economy. We have that, right? So we are going to have minister for MSME, as they have in China. So do industry research before you go into it, and look for company. I want you to do some assignments. You want to change your job, just look for 2 or 3 microfinance banks you want to move to. I'll give you some secrets, and I hope that Mr. Harris' staff are not here, because they will leave after this course. If they are here, please delete them, please.
They won't go anywhere.
They won't go anywhere. Because I'm going to give them some strategies that in the next 2-3 weeks, some people may be leaving. And I don't want your staff to leave.
No, if it's for the future, yes, I support that. I always encourage them. If they are going, you don't just move. Let it be that it's the right place, and it just have to fit into
professionally.
Yeah, so it's okay. They can move if it's
so now that we know that microfinance industry is evolving and is growing every day, right? So the economic situation is another factor you have to consider: the past, the present, and the future. More importantly, the future. What will the future hold in this industry? And I'm telling you, and you have been told, the microfinance industry is evolving, and the future is bright. Then look for the salary and the reward system that they are being given. Of course, most people in microfinance at early stage, you may not be any big, but as you progress, I'm sure some people earn 300, 250, 300, 400 and above. As you progress in this, and depending on the scale of the microfinance, whether it's a state, whether it's a unit or state, or as the case may be. So look for the salary. And this sort of salary is about contentment. So people are comfortable with 100,000. And even people earning 200, 300 per month, they may have problem with their finance. Because a lot of people don't plan. They earn big, they spend big, and they don't control their spending. They are the ones that even borrow money from the junior ones. They cannot get 20,000 till month end because of mismanagement. So salary is not even the problem. It's how we manage it, right? Then, so the learning opportunity, please, at every stage of your career, please keep on learning. I can say thank you, COVID-19 pandemic. I learned a lot. I did a lot of courses, certificate upon certificate. I was at home. I was doing some training online. I was doing some book. I've written a lot of books. and I was learning. So don't stop learning, because knowledge are being updated every day. And let me tell you, if you apply for a job, either you are old or you are younger, last time you attended a training or do a course was 10 years ago, and I see a fresh graduate coming from university, I will take that guy, that fresh graduate. You might have experience, but you have not updated your knowledge. And some of us, when we are learning, we just stay on our field alone. No, explore other areas. During COVID-19, I learned about marketing. I moved to different areas. I did mathematics, college algebra. I was just updating myself. So when the other Tayo was talking about calculation, these are very simple things. Those are the things that can boost us. So look for the learning opportunity that will help you: classroom learning, e-learning, seminar, workshop, conferences, summit. And let me tell you a secret. Learning, I see learning as a networking venue. When you go for training, seminar, you meet managers of companies, directors, you meet big people, professionals. You exchange cards, and that person could be an opportunity for you, can be useful to you one day. Hello, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, like one of my colleagues, when we did that UN project, he said a guy he met at ICANN lecture was the one that helped them. Somebody duped his friend and just called his guy. That guy was working in GTB, and the guy blocked the account. He blocked the person's account on Saturday because he was in the office. So the person could not, it was after the person dropped the money that he discovered that this was a fraudster. So, but they were able to block the account, and on Monday morning they took court order and they were able to recover. That was in a training he attended. So apart from having skills, you meet a lot of people that will be useful to you in your career, right? So what are the importance of learning? I've just mentioned them. It helps us to close skill gaps. You will close skill gaps. When you have a lot of skill gaps, you will close them. It will enhance your productivity. It will reduce time wastage due to mistakes and corrections. When you make mistakes, you need to correct it. And it will reduce cost on mistakes and warranty liability. If your company have liability, when you commit a mistake, your company will spend money to pay the warranty. Then it will help you to improve the bottom line. And when you are skilled, you receive training. It will lead to job satisfaction and security. You will enjoy doing the job. I could remember when I was in Kaduna, I was just working. I was just playing rather. I didn't know I was working, because before I was traveling to Kaduna, I've acquired enough skill in Lagos. So getting there, I was just doing it. Though I work overnight, I send my report every Monday morning to Lagos. But I didn't see it as a problem. It was a pleasure, because you have been trained. And of course, before I was sent to head the admin and finance section in Kaduna, of course, they have trained me, and they know I can do that. So, and it was a project of 12.something billion. So you receive training and you will do well, and you find the job easy. Let me rush down because I still have a lot on the slide. Let me just break it. Career strategies. What are the strategies you can use? Please further your education and training. Network with people. Build relationship at work. It's very important. I enjoyed that when I was in Minna, in Niger State. I was a friend to our general manager, and my project manager could not do anything to me. It's about know who is who. Do you understand? When you belong to the right caucus, please play office politics, but don't play dirty office politics. Play it wisely, because if you play dirty office politics, it might haunt you. If the manager leaves, then they can bounce back on you. Then have commitment and determination to your work. Be ready to take more tasks and projects. If you are giving more assignments, okay, cover for Mr. So for 2 weeks, or you have been sent to out of station to spend 2 months in, let's say, Ilaro in Ogun State, or go to Ibadan in Oyo State, or go to Osun. Take it. Don't grumble. But that may hand you the commission to go ahead a branch office somewhere in another state because you have done that before. See that as an opportunity. Let us go out of our comfort zone and move to our strength zone because nobody likes transfer. You don't want to leave your family, your children, your friends, the enjoyment of Lagos, Amala joint, and evening club, pot and key. So, but it's not like that. When you're giving more responsibility, it means you are preparing yourself for leadership position tomorrow. Then, own your career. Don't wait until your employer train you. Train yourself. Do what? Train yourself. Because some company, when you get a new qualification, they increase your salary. They may promote you. But some company, they don't promote you. Don't care. Go ahead. Because it is your career. And because you are not going to die in that company. Don't say, if I even get another master's now, they will not increase my salary. No, it is your career. Go ahead, do the master. Somebody that will pay you for that is coming. So own your career. We have talked about setting smart goals, getting a job. So basically about owning your career. Sorry, Mr. Henry, I saw you are yawning. Possibly you need to drink water or take Coke. You are good. You are good. Okay, I'll move on.
I'm okay.
Okay, let's look at this.
I'm okay, move on, I'm okay.
Okay, so let's look at these case studies. Mr. Tom Jerry owns an HND in building technology and BSc in quantity surveying. Upon graduation, he got 2 jobs. Look at this guy. He's very fortunate. He got a job with First Bank, 120,000 per month. He got another job with Costain West Africa PSC, a construction company. You know Costain bus stop in Lagos. Okay, that's the company. He got another job as a quantity surveyor. They gave him 68,000. So which one should he accept? First Bank 120, Costain 68,000.
Let's hear voices here. Which one should he choose?
Costain 68,000 per month.
And why? More?
Why additional?
Because that will enhance the career development in that area. Going to that First Bank, it won't